I'm so sorry I had went offline. I'm so sorry. I'm back. I'm back. So it was a little bit technical difficulty, but I'm back. Welcome back. So let's do this. Let's do this. Um, welcome. And like I said, I believe in case you were here before, you can't hear the voice. Oh wow! Thank you for letting me know that. Is this the same for everybody? You can't hear the voice. Can you hear me? Can you? Oh wow! Please let me know. You can't hear. Is that the same for everybody? And so I'm trying to type this fast. Okay, it's better now. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you can hear me now. Thank you. All right. I believe everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, just wave. Like, just, click on that wave. Like, okay, I can hear you. All right. So welcome. It's good to be here. Like I said, I did apologize earlier because I was supposed to have had this, but I there was a technical issue and we couldn't go ahead like a week and a half ago. But it's good to be here. How is everybody doing? How with all the lockdown, social distancing, the COVID-19? I pray that all of this will be over very soon by God's grace. Um, if you anyone that may have lost somebody, my sincere condolences. Like I really do pray for comfort for you. And if you're currently sick, I pray for strength. I pray for quick recovery. I pray that you will pull through. All right. Just in case, let me introduce myself once again. Just in case, my name is Tope ABIARA. I'm a professional marriage and family counselor, a relationship expert. I do have a master's degree in the field, and I have more than 16 years of experience. So, and I am married to a wonderful man, and we're blessed with beautiful children. Thank you, thank you. So please do share this video. Please help me share this video. We gotta help marriages. We gotta get the word out there. Like you can really enjoy your marriage. You can enjoy sex in your marriage. You don't gotta go out. You don't have to go out to enjoy the sex in your marriage. All right. So sex, we're getting started. So sex is a delicate subject. A delicate subject. First off, this is a disclaimer. This video is for married couples only, right? You have is rated 18 plus. All right, we're gonna talk about some stuff. So I know we do have some people that are looking forward to getting married and they're interested in watching the video. Please do feel free to go ahead because as long as you're looking forward to get married, trust me, you can always take note. In marriage, having sex is not a sin. Sincerely, it's not. You sometimes if you actually kept yourself before marriage, whereby you were a virgin before getting married, when after you get married, it might be you might be there might be a cause of withdrawal. You might not be so open with your spouse. You might not be so open with your spouse. You may not be comfortable talking about it, expressing yourself. You may not be able to say whether in order not to hurt the feelings of your spouse. In order not to hurt the feelings of your spouse, you may not want to tell your spouse that, okay, maybe, what, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really enjoying it. Like you're thinking to yourself, if you talk about it, you might sound like a freak. You don't have to be a freak to enjoy sex in your marriage. You don't have to be a freak. Every sex with your spouse is something God wants you to enjoy. Every time you do it, God wants you to enjoy it. He wants you to enjoy it for the rest of your life. And you don't, like I said, you don't have to be a freak to actually enjoy sex in your marriage. And either party, it could be the husband, it could be the wife, that's in the with the sex life and desire spice, you know. And the thing is, you have to be comfortable. You have to get to a comfort zone to talk to your spouse about your sexual life. Really, let me tell you, if you're not going to be able to talk about it, you probably won't enjoy it, because there are times that we might be missing a little bit of something. Nobody knows like everything. I don't really know what you want if you don't tell me. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, um, so this, I did say the first thing, a disclaimer. Now, this second thing, I need to let all our ladies, I need to let you know this. For all the married couples in the house, I say this to our women. I say this to all the wives that are out there. For a man, sex is food. Yes, I said it. For a man, sex is food. Stop asking, is it food? Yes, it is food. Hear it now. Bottom line, food. It's it's as important as food. Like, I don't know which one weighs more. Like, all I that is on this video, please, that are watching this video, if you're supporting me, let me know right now. Let me know, okay? So, like, really, with food and sex with a man, food and sex with a man, let's go. Which one outweighs the other? I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know. They're like equal right there. Like, when a man desires sex, when your husband, and listen, I said your husband, it has to be your husband now, all right? When your husband desires sex and you starve him, where do you expect him to get it from? Let's talk. Where do you expect him to get it from? Sex denial. I say this in my seminars. I give seminars all the time. I say this to all our women, to all our married, to all our mommies, all our sisters that are married. Sex denial should not be a form of punishment for your husband. Please, please. It's like you deciding to send your child to school without food on a daily basis. Do you know that those ladies out there, they know when a man is sex deprived? One day I was in the UK. I was in the UK and I was having the gala. I do have a gala every year, and in Nigeria, and I had it in the UK. And a couple, one of the couples right there, the husband came and and spoke and said he had to say what was on his mind, and that his wife would always deny him of sex. And when the wife would deny him of sex, when he would get to work, the ladies at work can tell that he is sex deprived. And so when they would not approach him and be like, I can give you what your wife is not giving you, I can tell. Like, I can tell that you're sex deprived. So, you know what, I'll do this. I'll do this with you. But the man is like, I don't want to cheat on my wife. And so a lot of men find themselves in that position whereby I want to remain faithful, but my wife is denying me, the sex. So how do I balance that? Do you know how many men that contact me, how many married men that contact me that their wives have not slept with for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months? And I'm like, are you serious? Like, really? Really? If you're going to punish a guy, if you're going to punish your husband, please don't let it be from you with sex. Please don't do that. Don't do that. I'm telling you. It's unfair. It's not good. It's not godly. It's not godly, because you know what? It's like you're pushing that child out there to the wolves, and that child is so hungry and looking for attention, and somebody else will just grab him, and there's danger out there. So please, let's keep note on that. So I don't want to be too long. This, it's a sensitive subject, but we have to talk. So what are the things? There are some things that do bring that do kill sex drive. There are some things that kill sex drive in the marriage, because sexual boredom could come on as maybe the sex drive is actually down, or maybe repetitive of certain things. So it's all this stuff, but I want to just quickly branch and talk about the killing of the sex drive. So there are some things that could kill sex drive, and we have anxiety, life stress generally, marital challenges. There are challenges maybe at work. You're going through some stuff, and you're anxious, like maybe with the situation right now, with it, as much as everybody's saying, okay, everybody's at home, let's just keep knocking each other and all that stuff. Sometimes you're too anxious, you're worried, like what's gonna happen with this COVID-19, what's gonna happen with our finances, like what if you have lost your job. Thank you, sir. Yes, keep on sharing. Thank you. Please share. So what if you're like, how do you get into the mood when you're anxious about things? That's one of the things that do affect anxiety. Then depression could fall on either side of the party, either the husband or the wife. Why could it be? Anybody could be depressed for the different reason. And when you're depressed, you're not even thinking about sex. But you know what? I did mention earlier, you got to be able to talk. You got to be able to communicate. Because all this stuff, if you're going through something and your spouse is feeling another way, like, okay, you're denying me of sex and I don't know what's going on with you. So that's the thing. You have to talk. Okay, this is the reason why I'm not really feeling this sex, these days. I'm not even in the mood. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta talk. It's when you talk about it that you can actually figure out what's going on. Don't ever leave your spouse in a limbo, like leaving your spouse out of what is going on with you, and your spouse is wondering, like, is it me? Am I not satisfying him or her enough? Or am I no longer attractive? Does he or she no longer find me attractive? That goes on a lot in our head. We think about too many things, and like I said, stress as well. There was a time a young man came to me, and he mentioned that his wife, she used to be the one that, okay, come here, let's go, I want to have sex, let's do this. And it's always like the wife that's calling him, but from nowhere the wife is no longer like, okay, I'm tired, I'm not interested, and all that. And the husband came to ask me, and I asked the husband, like, what's the thing that happened recently that you can point at with your wife that could be the reason. Please remember to share the video. And thank you for watching, and supporting and wanting to learn. So, and the man was like, the wife just got a job. She just started working. This was a young lady that wasn't working before. She's working. She has to, bathe the baby, and take the baby to the daycare, go to work, come back from work, get food ready, and all that. I'm like, that's it right there. She's stressed. Trust me. When you're stressed, you're not thinking about sex. Not really. Not really. You're not really thinking about sex when you're stressed. So that is another one. There's also some ladies do go through body image issue. And I want to say this. I want to say this. When I say body image, you're looking all skinny, figure eight before you get married, you know, and then you got married, and then life sets in. You're a mother, you're this and that, and you gain some weight, and you know, and sometimes you don't even want to take off your clothes before your husband. You feel so somehow about your body. You're thinking to yourself, what is he thinking as he's looking at my body? And then there is that body image issue for some ladies. But ladies, I got news for you. I got news for you. Well, you know, I just make sure I don't forget this. I will come back to it. Remind me if I do forget. Don't let me end this video without talking about this, without coming back to it. Another thing is medical condition. Medical condition. It is our prayer that none of us get sick. But some, you know, marital challenges could involve sickness. There could be the dryness, you know, when it comes to like, you know, the sexual drive for a lady, vagina dryness. There could be medications, side effect. Some, you know, there are some medications that do have side effect that lower the sex drive. Especially like if you're on a blood pressure medication. Blood pressure medication, it kind of, it lowers the pressure of your blood, like, you know, pumping, the blood pumping into your heart. Blood pumping, pum, 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 pum. When it's too much, you have high blood pressure, right? So you get medication to reduce that pressure, right? So now you have to understand something. For our men, when there's an arousal, right? It is, the blood is pumping. Poo poo, poo poo, poo poo, poo poo, poo poo, poo poo. And that's what's bringing the erection. But now, when you lower for that blood pressure to go down, it's one of the side effects. It's not good enough, but it's one of the side effects. It lowers the blood pressure from also getting to your private. And so because of that, you don't get an erection like you normally would. So some men feel self-conscious about that. And because of that, they kind of do not approach their wives. So if you have your husband that's on a blood pressure medication and you've been wondering what's going on, I've had a husband tell me that the wife was like, yeah, it's because you've been with other women and that's why you don't have an erection with me. But it wasn't that. It was because of the blood pressure medication. So like I said, we need to be able to talk to each other and listen. Talk and listen. Communication matters a lot. All right? Are you with me? I hope you're, you know, taking notes. I hope you're enjoying the class, right? Also, another one, this is very, very common, very, very, anger, resentment, unforgiveness. So let me say something. Some men are okay. Some men, you know, they're emotional, like they're like women. But women, our emotions take the best side of us. I don't know. I'm trying to get this out there. When you offend your wife and you don't say sorry, you push it aside like it's no big deal. Each time you do that, it takes away from how the feelings she's having for you. It takes away from the sexual desire she's having for you. So every time that you have an argument and you want to maintain that ego, like, okay, I'm right. I'm the one that's right. Stop arguing with me. I'm not even going to talk about this. And then you're expecting sex at the end of the day. It doesn't really come naturally. It doesn't. I'm telling you. It's a women thing. We can't help it. And every time you offend, every time there's an argument, every time there's a quarrel, and it's unresolved. You think you've resolved it, but with us, it's not yet resolved. Every time of that, you're taken away from how we feel for you, the emotions we feel for you, the love that we feel for you. You're taken away from it. And so when you're taken away from it, please remember to share the video. Remember to share the video. And thank you if you're just joining us. We're talking about sexual boredom in the bedroom. Sexual boredom in the bedroom. If you're interested in making sure that your sex life is revived in your marriage, or you don't want your sex life to die, this is the video for you. All right? And please do share the video. So, you there's that offend, like a repeat offender. You keep offending, and you expecting that I'm still gonna love you like the way I loved you when we first met. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Sorry. So so that's mainly it. Like, even though you have that ego, it doesn't cost you anything to beg your wife. It doesn't cost you anything to say, I'm sorry. I know I've hurt your feelings. Like, I've done this, I've done that. You don't always have to win the argument. And our women, please do forgive. You don't always have to wait for an apology. Like, marriage is about compromise. Please, let's learn to compromise. So, but we're wired like that. All this piling up of argument, unresolved argument, it detaches the heart of your wife from you. It detaches. Find a way to resolve it. A clean slate. When there's a clean slate, she's ready for you. And another thing is waiting for the end of the day. You wait till nighttime when you're going to bed at night, maybe because of the children, maybe because of work. You've had a long day, and even right now there's the lockdown. Everybody's home. We don't have to wait till nighttime. We don't. Sometimes be spontaneous. Just once in a while. Like, let's just, get in the room and lock the door. Like, don't wait till nighttime. Sincerely, there's a mindset that comes with that nighttime. Your wife, I say this because it's mainly the ladies that that are more not interested that much like the men are. Some are not like that, but most times. So when you by the time you're going towards the night, there's a mindset in that woman, knowing fully well that, yes, I'm about to go to bed. I know he's coming. Yes, he's coming. And guess what? Either she says no, or she comes to the bed with that mindset and she just lies down there for you to do what you want to do and get it over with. She's not interested in participating. She's not going to participate. You want to do your stuff? Okay, do it. At least, by the time you're done, you get up and go. So don't always wait till nighttime. Let's do that. Be spontaneous. Let's be spontaneous. Even if she's expecting that you're coming that night, it could be early in the morning. Wake her up with it. Before she starts to complain, wake her up with it. That's one of this one's dignity. Okay. So now let's go to the stuff that I want to use for now we're going towards like how to revive it, the steps to take, the steps, what you can do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Please share the video. Like I said earlier, God is not against you having a good time sex with your husband. God is not against you having a good time sex with your wife. Trust me, God wants you to enjoy it. Guess what? He doesn't want you to look for enjoyment outside of your marriage. Why would he want that? You understand? Why would God want you to go outside your marriage to enjoy sex. He created sex. So he wants it inside your marriage. He wants it inside your marriage. So I said earlier about spontaneity. Be spontaneous. Like unpredictable. Unpredictable. Let's work on that. And most of the time, it's always the man that's initiating the sex in the marriage. Listen, this goes in two ways. It goes in two ways. One, most men don't they're not, when your wife comes to you for sex, you're not ready for it. It's only when you want it. I don't think that's right. I think it should go both ways. If I go to my husband that this is, I want sex now, I expect him to be like, okay, yes, because when he comes to me, I don't say no. So if I go to you, I expect, okay, yes, you're ready for me as well. So it shouldn't be just one-sided. It shouldn't be only when you want it. It should be when both parties want it, right? Then number two, like the women, please, can you initiate sex the more? Like, can you not come from the man only? Can you be the one to initiate it? Like, you know what? Let's get down. Like, let's do this. Am I making sense? Are you with me? Let me know that you're with me. And if you have comments, I'm reading your comments, so you can always chip it in. You can always chip it in. Let me get you can always chip in your comments. All right. So this is an issue. Like last week I actually spoke with, yes, thank you, ma. Last week I spoke with a man that contacted me. He's been married for 21 years, and he's like, I just want my wife to initiate the sex. Like, let's initiate it. Like, be the one to say, you know what, let's do this. You can get yourself in the mood. You can get yourself in the mood. Stop putting sex behind the last thing on your list. It's important. I told you before, sex is food. It is food. Mainly for men. It may not be for the women, but mainly for men, it is food. So, being a gentle lady does not mean that you shouldn't initiate sex with your husband. I'm telling you, there is no other person you should feel so good to let go of yourself with. Like, it shouldn't be being shy talking to your husband about sex, or being like initiating. Like, you shouldn't feel like, oh, how would my husband feel about me? Maybe he's gonna think I'm becoming a bad girl. Okay, be a bad girl with him. Be a bad girl with your husband. Like, how many chances do you have? Like, just your husband. I remember one of the seminars I had, a single seminar, and they were telling me that getting married is like having to listen to one song every day of your life for the rest of your life. And I told them, hey, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing to do. Like, I could listen to one song every day for the rest of my life. That song is good. But that is the one thing, a main issue. Another thing, I said this earlier, with the body image for a lot of women. Listen, for your man, he still finds you sexy. I don't know how to make you understand that. No matter how you think you look, it's all about how you carry yourself. If you can find yourself sexy, your husband finds you sexy. No matter how you think you look, anyhow, work on it. Do the work for yourself. Do the work. Carry yourself. Like, okay, you're in the house right now. It's been locked down. No going to work. You know what? Get dressed. Get dressed. Don't think we've been together for so long. I don't need to get dressed and do anything. You understand? Like, get some nice bras, some nice panties, and wear them in the house. And guess what? Guess what you can also do? Remember I said earlier that you should lock the door? You know, lock the door, get in some nice lingerie, bra, panties, nice one. Not those panties that you wear for period. You know when you're having your monthly period, you know those panties that you wear? Not those ones. But those nice ones. If you don't have any, go shop for some. And I don't care how long you've been married. Be it 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. You're even a grandma. It's okay. It's okay. Enjoy yourself. And dress up. And when you put it on, turn on some nice music and dance for that man. Dance for that man. And shock him. Shock him. Let him be like, oh my goodness, what happened? Like let him wonder. Sometimes when you're like doing some stuff and your husband is wondering who you've been talking to, that why are you like this? Because you're normally not like this. Make him wonder. Even if you can't carry the high heel shoe outside of the house, in your room, wear high heel shoe. It helps. Trust me. I'm trying not to get up like to demonstrate. You understand? High heel shoes, some nice bras, some, nice panties. No matter how you think you look, oh my goodness, trust me, that man, it will come back. Like, it will just keep coming back. And be ready for him. It's a bonding style. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you, let me know that you're with me. That look at $1 million. Recently a wife told me, with all this lockdown and all that stuff. Yeah, don't mind that. Grandpa's clock. Yeah, it's gonna sing too. It's gonna tell you the time and also sing. So now it's singing for us. So let's just wait for that song to finish. But I'm gonna give you. Yes, men too should be sexy. Yes, definitely. It's just that what men need to do to be sexy is not as much as what we the ladies need to do. That's why I'm like kind of emphasizing more on our men, on our ladies. But the thing is, men also be sexy. Wear that white singlet, white, and with white, briefs. You understand? And just find out what your wife loves. And so white singlet, not that multicolored, brownish, whitish, that's no longer white. You get what I'm saying? Like, we want you to look sexy too, and like I've done the grooming aspect also. Shave down there. It's also part of it. But anyways, so a lady contacted me and told me that with the whole lockdown, everybody has been in the house, and one day she just got inspired, to wear the okay, thank you. We men are always sexy. We want our women to remain sexy all the way. Good talk, madam. Thank you. So she said she had put on earrings and, she kind of dressed up, and her husband was like looking at her like, what's going on? Like nobody's going out. So where are you going? But it's been a while that he had seen her get dressed like that. And he was very happy. Like, most of the time when we want to have sex, we wait till nighttime. There's no makeup, your whole thing, your whole face. There's no earring. There's no necklace. Thanks, Stephanie. Hi, Steph. Thank you. Miss you too, Steph. All right. There's no necklace. There's nothing, and you just come to bed and all looking rough with a scarf, grandma's scarf, and you're just ready to, okay, whatever you want to do. But sometimes, like how you would dress to go out, dress like that for him in the house. And our daddies, And our daddies, you know what? Your shirt and trousers, like, sometimes, even if you're not going out, we know we're not going out, and you're just wearing shorts in the house these days, but you can put on the shirt and the trousers. And even put a tie. If you know that's what I love, put that on. Like just in the house for me. I'm worth it. Your husband is worth it. Your wife is worth it. Do you understand it? It's part of the investment into your marriage. It's part of the investment into your marriage. And there's sexuality in every individual. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 50 years old. I don't care if you're 60 years old. I don't care if you don't wear earrings, you don't wear nothing. It's okay. But there's sexuality in every one of us. And there's something that triggers that sexuality in you. There's something that triggers that sexuality in you. And it is the duty of both of you and your spouse to find that out. It is the duty of the two of you to find that out. And when you find it out, you will enjoy yourselves. And most of this missionary style, I say this. I would never advise you to watch porn for your marriage. Don't do it. It's really, apart from the fact that it's a sin, it's not advisable. It will actually kill your sex drive for your marriage. It will kill it. Why do I say that? Every time you're watching a porno, every time you're watching it, you're looking at somebody else to get aroused. You're no longer looking at your spouse. And so when you are from the porno, you're now having sex with your spouse. You're no longer thinking about your spouse. You're thinking about the image from that porno. And that's what's coming to your memory, even till the extent of when you actually do reach orgasm, right? Because that's the image, and that your spouse is no longer in your image. But what you're watching on there is you can actually make that together with your spouse. Do it together in the bedroom. Do it together. Get your own groove on. The both of you. Get your own. Yes, because the women that you're watching on the porno, it's basically like you can't have that body figure. Like, it's all lies. A whole lot of stuff on there is all lies. Like, it just makes no sense. Stop putting that pressure on you. And one of the things that do affect sexual desire is the dissatisfaction. When you have sex and you're not satisfied, you don't have the drive for the next time. You're not motivated for the next time because you're not satisfied. So your body's not looking forward to it again. But when you're satisfied, so if you notice that you're not satisfied, this is from Deaconess Akin Tibubo, Evangelist Ma. Thank you, Ma. Is it right to teach your man new styles? Yes. It is very right. I told you, like, you have to be able to communicate with each other. This is what I like. This is what I like. Like somebody that recently contacted me and told me the wife is always just into missionary. She would just lie down there, and that's even when she's ready. Most of the times she's not ready, and she would just lie down there. Yeah, just do what you want to do. But it's not about that. I tell you the truth. If you're not participating in the sex activity with your spouse, it doesn't make them want to come back. Even men don't want that memory that you're not participating. You know how you just lie down? Even when you're lying down, it's the missionary style. You can move your waist to participate. Don't just lie down. Sincerely, turn around. Do something else. If you're lying down missionary style for the past 20 years, I mean, it's bound to be boring. It's bound to be boring. You really do have to, improvise different, like I told you, change your timing. It doesn't have to be at nighttime every day, like all the time. Oh, at nighttime. Whenever we want to have it, it gotta be at nighttime. It gotta sometimes do morning, sometimes do midday, sometimes not in the room. If you have the opportunity to do that, if you don't have the children that made, because you have to be careful because of the kids. When you have kids, you gotta be careful. Yes. All right. So, and like I said, change styles. Change styles. Let your, teach your wife. Some men like for their woman to actually be the one on top. It drives them nuts. It drives them crazy. Even though I've seen a man that said it before that he would never let his wife be on top during sex because of his ego. It means that the wife is controlling him or whatever. I don't understand what that is. But anyways, some men like for their wives to be on top. So if if that's what would help you, and most women reach orgasm faster when they get on top. If that would help, do that. Spice it around. Spice it. Spice it. Participate. That's the one area that a lot of us are missing it. Be involved. Let your mind and your body be in it. And be sexy within you. You can't have a good sex without feeling sexy. If you don't feel sexy, there's no good sex. You gotta feel sexy to have good sex. Even for our daddies, for our men, you believe that your body image, you're not completely comfortable, there's a big tummy and all that. Whatever you can do to help yourself, even if you're having that issue, talk to your spouse, and your spouse will let you know, okay, I'm bothered by it, okay, I'm not bothered by it. Talk together. Find out what your spouse wants. Find out what your spouse, and like I said, is there a new stressor around? Maybe new job, maybe medication, baby, and all that. Help out. Our daddies, please help in the house. Help. I cannot stress that enough. If I've been working all day, if I've been doing stuff all day, and I've been so busy, and you sat down watching TV, and I mean it, you sat down watching TV, and you expecting some actions at the end of the night, I'm upset with you already. I'm upset. And so that's how a lot of ladies are. They're upset because they've been doing all the work all day and you're just sitting down. Yes, ma. Some women don't reach orgasm before the man ends the game. It should be important for your woman to also reach orgasm. Sometimes you may reach it together. Sometimes one person comes before the other. But if one person comes before the other, it shouldn't end the action. Don't end the action because, oh, I've come, I'm okay. You just, no, we're not done. Sorry. We're not done, and I'm not going anywhere until we're done, So you have to make sure that you don't end it because you're done. The two have to be done. It would be selfish, it would be unfair for you to be the only one reaching orgasm in your sex life as a married couple. Okay? Like I said, let go of the other parties like porn, mistress, all that stuff, and your emotional attachment with other people. Like how you just stay on social media and you're just chatting with somebody else and you're sending your nude pictures to people and all that. That's eating into your sexual life. It's gonna eat into it, and maybe if you have a past history of like a sexual abuse, that could also affect. But seek professional counseling, because it will, as much as you need to heal, you also have to consider your spouse. I have a spouse like that that had that issue, that had that issue. Um, you know, so and romanticize each other. Don't wait till when you want to have sex. Cuddle some more. Watch TV together. Watch movies. You know, watch movies together. You sit next to each other, like, like build it up. And during the day, even during this lockdown, while you're in the house together, send text to each other. Oh, you're looking so good. Oh, I cannot stop thinking about you. Oh, I love you so much. Like, send text to each other. Don't wait till only when you want actions to send text. Don't wait till only when you want action that you're going to remember me. Let me know that you're thinking of me all the time. Like, it's not just about when you want sex. Most women feel like, okay, it's only when you want sex that you will not come to me. No. Come to, like, let me know that I matter to you. Women, we're full of emotions. We're full of emotions. But, like, if you have any contribution, please, this will be the time. Please, this will be the time. Or you have any question, you can actually, text it. And if you're interested in wanting to know more about different styles, maybe you don't know where to get your own resource from, and you don't want to watch porno, I do not advise you to watch porno, please. It will do more damage than good. Don't forget about porno. Forget about porno. I repeat, forget about porno. Don't go there. So if you're interested in knowing more styles, you can reach out to me. I'll try to send you, stuff like images of clip art, not images of people. Clip art of, like positions that you can do, and talk to each other. Be receptive. If your spouse has a, maybe like a complaint or something that's bothering him or her regarding the sexual life, be receptive. Don't be rigid. Don't be too fixated, like, okay, you're not enjoying my sex. Okay, I'm not even good. No, please. We just want to work to make it better. That's the whole point of the whole thing. Like, we just want to work to make it better so we can work better. It's all for you to enjoy it all for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. And we have people with different sexual appetite. We have people with different sexual appetite. Maybe the husband wanted 5 times a day and the wife is only interested in 1 time a day. How do you handle that? There's always, like I said, communication. Talk. Oh, wow. This is a good question, Ma. Thank you, Ma. This Evangelist Akiti Bubo from London. Thank you, Ma. Are you allowed to leave a violent man even though the sex is good? Listen. It's when you are alive that you will enjoy the sex. I see this a lot. I see a lot of people that they're not supposed to be together anymore because of the violence. And I know it's because of the sex. Actually, somebody still contacted me yesterday talking about, I know this man is not good for me and all that stuff. I knew it. I was just like, well, it's the sex, right? When the sex is good, our judgment get clouded. When the sex is good, our judgment get clouded. And but like I said, please, your life matters more than the good sex. Your life matters more than the good sex. Good sex is good. Great sex is great. Trust me. But it shouldn't be, it's not worth your life. It's not. I do believe that we can work on making your spouse being a great person in bed. I do. Thank you, sir. I believe that's Bishop. Thank you, sir. No sex is worth your life. No sex is worth your life. So, no matter, I think you can actually, you both can talk and teach each other what you desire. Like, even for your spouse to know, your soft spot. for you to reach orgasm fast, like all that stuff, it's from talking, from learning, from each other. So you can't just like look for somebody that's already learned. You don't need that. You don't need to look for that person that's so good in bed. You can make that person good. You can make your wife good in bed. You can make your husband good in bed. Sincerely, it's all about the actions together. One person cannot be good in bed and the other person is not, then the sex is not good. Did you get that? One person cannot be so great in bed and the other person is not, and you now say the sex is great. No, it is the combination of the two that makes great sex. It is the combination of the two that makes great sex. It takes two to tango. Thank you so very much. Do I have any questions? I'm trying to look at my note to make sure that I get, like I kind of. And please remember to share the video and follow me on all the pages. As a single mother, when can you introduce a new man to your children? As a single mother, when can you introduce a new man to your children? That is very delicate. That is a delicate matter because the thing is, you don't know if it's, like you have to be already know because of stability in the lives of your children. You have to know that this is a secured relationship. You've already been in the relationship. You get to know, like, okay, we are compatible. We're very compatible with each other, and I this is good. I like the way he is, and I think he's a good man. And at least that will take between 6 months to a year that you will be able to watch that behavior, and then you will now gradually introduce the person to your children. Do not be too quick to introduce the new man to your children. When you do introduce as a friend, not as a lover. Your children should not see this person sleeping over initially. There has to be the definition of the relationship. There has to be a commitment. Like, okay, you're getting ready, like, towards the marriage before there should be a sign of him sleeping over for the kids, because you want to lay down good examples. And so because you don't want to be changing men and your children are seeing that, so make sure it's somebody that you know that, okay, definitely this person is serious with me. This person wants a future with me. Not just that we're playing games, not just that we're, just being with each other and there's no future to it. If there's no future to it, do not introduce. Do not. Thank you. I have another question from Dickness Titulola Stella from UK. Thank you, ma. I know communication is good in a relationship. What if your spouse is workaholic? Is a workaholic. The thing with people that may be workaholic is that they're striving for the best. Their focus is on making it. I need to make it. I can't let my family suffer. I need to attain this, achieve this. So that's the main thing that they're thinking of, and they do not place their family on top, like spending quality time with their family as the priority. So what do you do in such instance? The main thing is everything boils down to communication. You have to talk together, and the time that they do have off, the time that they are available, make best use of it. Make best use of it. Go together, go out together, even with the children. Like, hopefully, like when the spouse is home, is not like always sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Like, make you best use of the time of him being alert, like being awake in the house. Make the best use of it. If he's not willing to change his schedule, his work schedule, that is still putting work as the first, you have to take the initiative. You have to take the initiative of being the the one to make use of the time, make use of the time whereby is a lot make use, very good use of that time. Don't forget what you promised to talk about before. This is Ademola from Midland, Texas. Thank you very much. um I had said earlier um about body image, and I think I did address that about body image. Some women tend to feel bad about their body image, whereby they feel like, okay, I don't think I look that good anymore. I don't think, like, I'm no longer a figure eight, I'm no longer skinny, I'm big. Like, why can't I? A lot of women go through such. And my thing is, do it do it for yourself, in whatever capacity of you wanting to look good. Because, like I said, you gotta feel sexy to have great sex. If you don't feel sexy, you cannot. It's from the inside. It's from the inside. So if you don't feel sexy within you, you cannot, you know present good sex. So, like, do the shopping. you know like, it doesn't have to be too expensive. Do the shopping of stuff that will make you feel good. Nice bra, nice panties. Wait in the house. When you're by yourself, and your husband without the kids, wear it in the house together. Like, what will shock you, this is what I want you to know. What will shock you to know is this: if you carry yourself well, I tell you, your husband will still get an arousal no matter how you think you look. I don't know how to say that, like, in a way for you to get it. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, there's no, like, okay, I look so bad, my husband cannot get an arousal. It's no, no, it's food. They're always hungry. They're always hungry. I'm sorry. It's food. So keep that in mind. And one thing that I also remember that I haven't talked about is, but it's best to actually work on yourself. If you're bothered about your look, if it bothers you, talk to your spouse and work on it. There are stuff that you can, cut back on some stuff, and work it out. Like, Tybo. I used to do Tybo back in the days. I don't know if you're familiar with Tybo. But anyways, so there's vacation as well. I know we're in the house right now, locked down, but so we can't really go out for, like, the vacation. But it helps a lot when there's no more lockdown and all this stuff is over. Even if it's just a weekend of being together, of being away from home, the change of environment does help. Change of environment also help. And there's the excitement that we're in a different place, especially when it's a nice hotel. Oh my goodness, when it's a very nice hotel, it's just that thing in you that you just can't help. There's the excitement of, oh my goodness, this place is so nice. Like, okay, so what do you do in the hotel, like, as a married couple? So yes, put that in mind as well. Put that in mind. I had something else that I also want to, the premature ejaculation. Like, listen, let me tell you this. I know it's problem for some men, and also, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. When a man loves you, this is from our Olori Ebi, my brother-in-law. I don't want to say brother-in-law because he's more than a brother-in-law to me. Thank you so very much, sir. Bishop Isaac Abiara. When a man loves you, it does not matter how you look. It does not matter how you look. He only wants what he wants. as long as it can have it good, he is okay with you. Yes, yes, trust me. And when he is really satisfied, there's no looking around. It's like a child that's full with a full stomach. There's, you're not really hungry when you get outside. So yes, please keep that in mind. Thank you, sir. Deaconess Stella, sorry to say this, most Nigerian men are not romantic, and it can be hard teaching an old dog a new game. You know what? That is the truth. It is the truth. Most of the time, but I didn't want to say this, right? But also want to say this. When when a man does not cheat, doesn't have a mistress, and the sex in the house is really good, like really really good, it would do anything for that woman. Like it would do anything for that woman. For that woman. Remember, I was saying earlier, like there are some relationship that you do know that is not supposed to be in existence anymore, but it's because of the sex. Like that this person is toxic for you, but because of the sex. So like great sex will bring so much out of a man. It does happen as such. It does happen as such. I we're rounding up. I do thank you once again. Please remember to share the video as you're watching. Also follow us on the Facebook, on all social media platform, Love Clinic NG on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you so very much. My husband is such a great man. He has been helping me with all this. I know there was something I wanted to say, and I don't want to forget it, but I have forgotten. And I'm trying not, I'm trying to. Okay. Yes, I was talking about the premature ejaculation. Yes. Thank God I remember that. So the thing is, some are like medical, you know, related, like issue, but when you've been in a marriage for a long time, it could happen that whereby there could be premature ejaculation, maybe like the sex is not lasting long, whereby maybe like 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes. You probably see that a lot on social media. People will just post like, okay, you last 2 minutes, whatever, 2 seconds. And that mainly happens if it happens with someone that didn't used to happen to, and it started to happen. It's from the excitement. Like it's from the excitement. Like, okay, I love my wife so much, I can't wait to get with her. And by the time you get started, you're just enjoying it so much, and it's like boom. And men hates that. Like they really don't like it. But you can prolong the desire, the enjoyment. If you can find a way to prolong the enjoyment, it will actually prolong the time, the timing of it. And also remember that you do have to, when you get to bed, to like to have sex or whatever you are, don't just go straight to it. Like, do foreplay, enjoy each other, enjoy the two of you, like cuddle, kiss, neck, like just, that also helps. Don't just go straight to the point. Straight to the point kills the mood. It's not, like it doesn't make the excitement for the next time to, like, remember I told you, if there's dissatisfaction from one, the next time you're not really looking forward to it. So like I said, if you're suffering from premature ejaculation and it didn't used to happen, it could be there's this thing of familiarity with your spouse and also the excitement. You can work on getting, prolonging that excitement, prolonging it. When you prolong it, it makes you last longer. And I know that most women do not like the premature ejaculation. It's kind of a disappointment. It's a disappointment. I'm sorry that our men would not want to hear that, but it's a disappointment. Like, okay, I've been looking forward to this, and from nowhere you just like, are you serious? Really? You're done? Like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I can't really tell you, but it's disappointing. So you can work on that. You can work on that. Like, learn to make it, to prolong it. And like, if you need advice regarding stuff like this, I'm here. This is what I do. I'm a professional marriage and family counselor. It's part of, it comes with a package. It comes with what I do. So you can always contact me and I will give you advices, you know. So yeah. And like I said, it shouldn't be one-sided. It shouldn't be only when you want it. It should be when both parties, should want it. Thank you so very much. We if there's no further comment contribution, I guess we will put this video to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I really tried to communicate. So do we have any contribution? Any addition? Subtraction? I wish you. Thank you, Mrs. Ademola. Thank you, Mr. Adeosun. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And please stay safe. I thank you. Thank you, Ma. Deaconess Titilola Stella. Thank you. Please keep safe. Keep safe. Thank you, Ma. Evangelist Akinti Bubo. Thank you, Ma. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. All right. I'm grateful. Evangelist Kokola. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nice, madam. All right. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Engineer Noor. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you. And just whatsoever, I will try to see another topic that we will talk about. If you have any suggestion or whatever you want us to discuss, you can always message me. I'm always available to respond to your messages. So, and like I said, if you would like some kind of like resources regarding the styles that you can try, I can get that across to you as well. I do appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. This is Tope ABIARA. All right. Bye. We're finished.